Okay, for the 18th time. Zoom will always be able to hear me. If I don't hit the button like Doug didn't do this morning, like I just did tonight, because after all, I did mentor him, they don't hear what I'm saying. So that's just karma right there, by the way. Right. We're going to do an entire live stream one night, and we can only hear each other, but nobody will hear us over there. Probably the most watched stream I ever have. Oh, anyway, I had said, much like Doug did, hello everybody, welcome into March 5th, 2024, Ken Stout Live with the Zoom homies with Ken Stout Live. We have Rich, we have Greg, we have Sam, we have Bill, we have Sin, we have Photo Mix Media, Jose Alvarez, and we have Chris and Max. Chris and Sam are currently muted on their microphones, and look at that, the train clock is going off, so even with the little snafu, I got started on time. Darren was second. I was first, by the way. I put a little dot in there to check the thing out. So, but yeah,
I'm going to step out a minute. I'm going to be muted.
All right, that's fine, Chris. Darren said hi, so that makes him, I guess, technically first. Sin Vicious said, "Such a Doug has such a different meeting, meant something different now." Yeah, it does. That would put Greg being third, but technically fourth. But who's going to argue that? BH Ringer says, "No, of course you would." BH Ringer says, "Give a man a fish and he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish and he'll waste hundreds of dollars on equipment." So true. So very true. I have fishing gear in the garage that we used one time 2 years ago. Sam says hello. Live Windows Training Doug Betts / Doug Betts, however you want to run it, says, Ken Sat Live, I did teach him how to mess up with the audio. Thanks a lot. Oh, you're quite welcome. I am so glad that I could be of an assistance. And just feel free to reach out to me anytime, and I'll see what I can do to help you out. Great Guy says, to all, there is an NVIDIA and Adobe Reader updates and a Windows 10. Rick is saying normal on the audio, because I pushed the buttons, plural, 2 buttons. And Tony has a $1.99 super chat. Thank you, Tony. Thank you. I know those words are getting old, but I mean, thank you. Abnormal, yes. Young Frankenstein. Abby. It's funny how a lot of things I relate to in life go back to my youth and my teenage years and the movies and TV shows that I've seen. Should I be worried? No answer from nobody on that. Nobody shakes their head. Nobody says, "Yeah, be worried." Just
no, you have to, Ken. You have to.
I have to be worried.
Yes.
Currently 10 people watching, 5 likes. That's 50%. That's a good ratio. I like that. No pun intended on the I like that. Been a rainy, stormy, bad, gloomy day here today. It was still thunderstorming up to about 45 minutes ago. I don't know how much rain was dropped. Haven't been outside. I know our backyard had about a foot of water in it because of the way the land lays. Haven't looked at the weather for the rest of this week. Is that showing up? No, it's not. Okay. I had the mouse over Zoom. I didn't know it was showing up. Earlier today, as we all know, via Grandpa Doug Plays Fortnite, Facebook was down, and was it Instagram was down as well this morning? I know Facebook was down because I tried to log into that and couldn't get into it, and then I was watching Ghetto on one monitor, Doug on another monitor. Dennis doesn't go to YouTube, or I would have had him up on another monitor. And that way I see all 3 perspectives of their gameplay from them playing the game. With Ghetto and Doug, I could see Ghetto's, and then I could see Doug's, and I could see Ghetto and Doug together most of the game. And I guess I could have left on one, but I didn't. There are advantages to having the 4 monitors. There really are. And then I watched Live Windows Training Doug Betts, which is now just going to be Live Windows Daily, LWD, by the way. It's okay, Doug. You can use LWD. I will not file copyright on that. That's good. You have my permission to use it. I guess he's not watching. I was waiting for a chat response. I kind of like the bannering we have going back and forth. He does. I do have another one already lined up, ready for tomorrow, by the way. I briefly mentioned that in one of my 2 live streams I did this afternoon. I did not solve the problem. I thought a restart of the computer might do it. It did not. Now I'm going to look at different avenues. This is going to be my next rabbit hole because it really bothers me. I can change the font, but I have to do it like one at a time, and then it eventually kicks it out. And Jeff Ryman joins us from Sin City as the only participant from Sin City. Have to dock his pay. Oh, shoot. Let me go turn that off. I still have the waiting room enabled. There's no need for it now. I'm no longer doing anything in Zoom that requires me to not have anyone there. And it is disabled as of now. Hello, Jeff. Oh, hello, Serious Jeff.
Don't anybody bother me. I'm eating.
Beef stroganoff?
Yeah, kind of. Was a lot of barbecue sauce in it.
Beef stroganoff with a lot of barbecue sauce. Okay, that's a different twist on things. Almost like the Filipinos putting hot dogs in their spaghetti.
There's a risque joke in there someplace, but I will leave it alone.
Good to see you. I see you made it back from baseball.
Yeah, a little quicker than I thought I was going to. I was coming back over the 215 this afternoon, and everything came to a screeching halt because there was an accident going eastbound, which was the way I was going. I had to detour and go over the side streets.
Sometimes side streets are a little quicker. Catch all the lights just right, you can zip through the city pretty quick.
Although I have to go on Warm Springs, and in a couple of spots over here on this side, it goes down to 1 lane each direction.
Construction?
No, it's just out in the rural area, like in horse country or whatever. I mean, like in the area where they're zoned to have horses and stuff.
Right. That's interesting. Alex Cheek joins us. Hello, Alex.
Hello.
I was just talking to your cousin a moment ago. Oh my
I'm
goodness, wait, let me check the time. Hold on. Oh, hello, Brian.
Oh, Ken's here? Wow.
Yeah, I know.
What are you doing here so early?
I told you
thought
I
he
would
would
be
have
back.
already.
But the old man's here.
Well, I can't help it that I'm, nearly 24 hours late, but I'm back.
Hey, I'm only 3.14159 hours early.
Yes, I got it.
To be this early, Brian, you must have had dinner or supper at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Hey, Alex.
Well, let's see. If it's 10 after 7.
Look, he's got to look at the clock twice.
Hey, Alex.
I'm sorry.
I contacted Facebook today and asked them what was up. Why they went down. And they told me that they didn't know that they know that they hired some guy from Sheridan, Arkansas, and everything went crazy.
I saw that coming.
You know what's funny about that is by the time I even saw that Facebook was down by the time I even saw it pop up on my YouTube feed that Facebook was down, Facebook was already back up.
Well, that's because you sleep until noon. You don't
Oh,
get out
you're
of bed.
streaming. You're streaming right now, huh?
I am still streaming, yes. I've
Okay.
been 9 minutes.
1001, 1002, 1003.
Do I need to end the stream early tonight?
No,
Okay.
I didn't have internet access here 10 minutes ago. It
Really?
says, no, unable to connect to the DHCP server. And I'm going, gee, I think I'm the DHCP server.
that means it's an issue with your router more than likely.
It was. But the router's showing all green lights, everything hunky dory, but I just rebooted it and here I am.
That's the only thing I didn't reboot today was the router, but that has nothing whatsoever to do with DaVinci. So,
Speaking
Wow.
of being early, remember last night? Or actually early this morning? After I finally left Zoom, I went out and watched TV until 4:30 local time in the morning, a.m.
man,
And then I got up at 8:57 to go watch Doug, who starts at 9 o'clock local time.
right. What
Plenty of sleep.
what possessed you to watch TV until 4:30 your time?
It's a good movie.
Oh,
Well, I personally have gotten really tired, no pun intended, of staying in bed until either intentionally or unintentionally until like 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning, because then I know no matter what, by 11 o'clock at night, my mom and dad are going to be ready to go to bed. So I was like, I got my alarm set for 8 o'clock in the morning, so be thinking about me at 8 o'clock in the morning that hopefully I will wake up.
Second day on the job, maybe it'll go a little bit smoother.
yeah. Once you get a job, that'll all change. You're gonna have to get up way before 11 noon in the afternoon.
He has a job. Facebook.
Oh, well, that's probably why it was down for 4 hours this morning because he didn't get up till noon, and of course he got up.
Yeah,
and his worked.
I don't have well, yeah, when I look at it, mine work. That's why I was a little confused when I saw the message on YouTube that Facebook was down. I immediately went on and looked at it, clicked on it, and it popped right up. And then the first thing I seen, it popped up on my news feed. It said it was from a minute ago. So I'm like, Facebook's up. It must have been down while I was still asleep.
Probably, yeah.
Facebook
Oddly
is
enough,
not
the
super
servers
cheap.
for Destiny went down this morning too.
I didn't even notice Facebook was down.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
so-
were.
It went down because it was a maintenance thing.
Yeah.
Something else I ran into this morning, and I was yet again there was a couple of guys. There was a couple of guys talking on this video, and they were talking about if they thought that the AT&T outage and this Facebook outage had anything to do with each other. If the AT&T outage had anything to do with this, or if this had anything to do.
When was the AT&T outage?
A week or so ago. Well, their thinking was it's Russia, or somebody, some foreign entity trying to attack our information computer system or something.
It's not a foreign entity trying to attack our. It's not. We all know it's Josh Kinder and he's doing stuff on the internet he's not supposed to be doing.
I'm
We
not
all know
going to
that.
get into that on the Zoom or anything.
Do what,
It's
Chris?
also
I'm not going to get into that kind of topic on Zoom or because
Oh, we could do it after the stream ends, and it'll be quite interesting.
well, it still could turn out bad, but
Sure. Yeah, Brian, you were
we're
going to say
always having
something.
different opinions.
Yeah, I was going to say it's 100 million people right now trying to get on the internet to find out the election results of today.
Mm-hmm.
That was speculation from someone, I don't remember who, on what I was listening to earlier today, that was it coincidental that everything went on Super Tuesday?
Doug mentioned
Pure
that.
coincidental, I believe, but you never know.
My big question is who owns or controls the big backbone now?
China,
Well, I mean, within the country.
China.
So,
Well, not to show that I have no clue what you're talking about. What's the big backbone?
well, I
All the
mean,
servers that control all the servers and the main routers that control the internet.
well, not the
Yeah,
servers
Jeff, you sound
routers
just like
necessarily,
Alex.
but who owns the cabling, the physical cables that most of that traffic goes on these days?
AT&T.
I know a lot of it is AT&T, Google, and Microsoft. Those three.
No, that's not what I was
Verizon?
told. We
Verizon's
had
got
we
their
had
share
people
in
out here in our
Northeast.
neck of the woods, and they had a big tin can. It was about that big around. It was about this long, and they had a string attached to it at the end, and they tied a knot, and they were drawing that string really, really super taut. And I asked them,
Yeah.
"What are you doing?" They said, "We're setting up the new communication lines." And I said, "Okay."
The ISP.
What's the difference between taut and tight?
I don't know. Hang on, we'll come back to that. Sam, what were you saying?
The ISPs own their sections of the backbones.
Okay, I follow what
And
you're saying
there's-
now.
So there's larger.
Amazon's a major player at the table too.
Got it.
There's also private companies that hold sections of it that you will never know about unless you really dig deep, because those are the heavy duty, the ones that run, they're like the main lines or whatever, and they deal with a lot of those deal with corporate customers, so they have to be secure, so you're not going to find out details.
That is very true. Alex, what was your question? What's the difference between what and what?
Tight and talk, or I'm guessing you're referring to TAUNT.
TAUT.
Same thing.
You talking about the word taut and tight?
Yep.
Basically, it's the same thing, is it not?
Yep.
Yes.
Of course, if you'd have paid attention in geography class when you went to high school, you would have known that, but we all know you don't know your geography, so it's okay. We get it. We understand. Still stuck on 5
No.
likes. 13
No.
watching and 5 likes.
Taut is less than tight.
Taunt is less than tight?
Yes.
What?
Boy. That I did not know.
Is it taunt with an N or taut?
No N.
Well, then what about the teacher talk to the students at the school?
That has GH in it. And the teacher didn't teach much in Arkansas.
Actually spelling.
Oh, by the way, Sam, great cartoon you put on Facebook tonight. Very, very good.
If we had somebody else
Like
on
that.
this Zoom chat that we have going here, if we had somebody else on this Zoom chat in Arkansas, I don't figure y'all would be as pushy with me as you
I
are.
beg to differ. We're an equal opportunity group. We would pick on that person, male or female, once we got to know them, and sure, why wouldn't we? I mean, as I said earlier today, before I say that, did you watch either of my 2 streams today?
No.
Oh, I was sleeping.
Could you wait? My earbuds cut out. What was that? Did you watch? I didn't. What was your answer?
No.
Well, I knew that before I asked. It was a rhetorical question. Oh, I hear gameplay. That means the game's still up and running.
Whoops.
You're fine. I played it earlier today. I was doing one of them silly quests, and I got to a point where, and Darren, if he were here, would verify this. I said, I need Bill, I need Sam, I need Rich, I needed you all because I was having trouble. I get to a certain point, and the floor would drop out. You drop into dying acid, and I did that like 15 times. I got so frustrated. So anyway, But yeah, Alex, we would pick on. I mean, once we got to know people, we would. I mean, I pick on everybody, and lately I'm trying to poke fun at myself. Trying to.
Ha, ha, ha.
Got a question for everybody, except for Sin.
Well, that's not everybody, then, is it? Okay, go ahead.
Who knows what his background is? I think I do.
I do. Well, but I'm going to let other people look at it.
Well, I mean, but what people?
Is that the Manhattan Project? It's kind of like
Sin
that.
may correct me. I think it was an international physics conference back in the 30s or 40s.
1927.
27. Okay.
Well, I would have been way off. I would have said the U.S. Supreme Court.
There's
Alex,
Einstein
how
right
many-
behind
Oh,
his
Go ahead.
left ear. I don't know all the others, but I've seen the picture before. I
So,
couldn't
question
remember
for
the
Alex.
name.
QFA, question for Alex. How many justices sit on the Supreme Court?
exactly.
30.
Oh my God.
Okay.
All
Is
right.
that the Supreme Court of Arkansas?
Oh my God.
So I'm looking at, I assume, thank you. He moved out of the way, and you can see the lady third from the left and the guy on the top row third from the left. They both appear to be alien to me with the pointed ears and the funny looking goofy mouths. Oh, look, there's another guy in the middle.
See, Einstein.
There's two of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure who the lady is. I'm going to guess it might have been Lise Meitner.
No, it was Madam Curry.
Is it Madam Curry?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
Hey, I got a
That's
question.
funny.
And right beside her is Max Planck.
I got
Okay.
a question. If you have a case and you want to take it to the Supreme Court, do you have to go to Washington D.C. or do they do it at the local federal courthouse?
No.
I think you have to file it at the Supreme Court.
Right.
Yeah, they don't travel.
Well, I didn't know. I mean,
Yeah, they don't pick up the phone and go, hey, D.C., this is Sheridan, and we've got a problem. No, they don't do that.
I was just wondering because there's a lot of lawyers that come to our town that's on regular court. They come from around the state, so.
There's
Jane Commodero shows up in chat and says, hello to everyone. Hello, Jane. As soon as I get this to work, I will
There's
spotlight
different
it.
ways to get to the Supreme Court. I don't recall everything now. There are some cases where they're the court of original jurisdiction, a few cases, but I don't remember what those are. The rest of it, they have to go up on appeal from various places.
Ghetto Fortnite says hello to Jane in chat. Hello, Ghetto. Ghetto's watching the stream. Boy, about lost my voice there. 13 watching and 8 likes. That's okay. I mean, I'm good with it. Can't wait to hear Doug's rhetorical reply from tonight and tomorrow. This seems to be an ongoing thing. Brian, there was something I needed to get with you on editing in general, not what you use and not what I use, and we can throw Jose into that question too. And as soon as I remember it, then I'll let you know.
All right.
I got a note around here somewhere on it. Did my remark that I made on your video make sense to you?
I think it made sense. I haven't had time to respond to it yet, but I think I know what you're talking about.
All right. But that's not what I wanted to get with you on. It'll come to me.
Well, you have an unusual distinction then, Brian, if you know what Ken's talking about.
Yeah, you do.
Most of the time I do. Or maybe he's just being nice to me.
Hmm.
Well,
Yes, and
well,
you guys,
Well, you're
I
a
will
step
let
ahead of me then, Alex.
I'll let the cat out of the bag. Alex Cheek is my go-to person for any Da Vinci problems I have.
I thought Greg was.
Probably explains why I still have Da Vinci problems, but hey, I'm gonna keep reaching out to him. Wintermute has dropped another link over in the chat. Oh, it's the Solvay conference. I guess that's how, or it's. I have no idea how you say it. Solvay.
Yeah, that's it.
Solvay. Okay. Now we need to keep the words down to simple little 3-letter cat, dog, the, and. I can handle those. I went to a very small country school. Nothing. Nobody's going to jump on that. Nobody's going to say anything.
I did too, and I graduated 6th grade.
You made it to 6th grade, Chris?
Yep.
Wow. You're my hero. After 8 times of doing the 4th grade, they finally said, take this piece of paper and go out in the world, lad. And I said, okay.
I did kindergarten, 5th grade twice, graduated high school, and college. And I'm still here somehow.
We can take
And
care
I'm
of that.
from-
Hang on. Well, give me 1 second. Wave
You
bye.
haven't got
Say
35
goodbye.
years.
Somebody beat me to it.
You haven't got 35 years of experience yet, though.
I was just waiting for a chance. Especially after that Supreme Court remark.
Oh my gosh. I know what you mean.
But you were
know what
talking
you
to him,
mean.
so I didn't want to do that.
Oh, hey, Jeff Pearl. I thought I saw you come in, but I didn't acknowledge it, so my bad.
Okay.
It's sometimes there's a little. I mean, it's not Kerry Holzman difficult to keep up with, but sometimes it is kind of difficult. Jesus, can't even talk. Yes, English.
For your case to go to the Supreme Court, you have to go through your state Supreme Court.
Right, you have to go up the ladder to the state Supreme Court, and then after that, I get a little lost if you go up another ladder to get to the federal Supreme Court. I honestly don't remember.
It has to do with appealing the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ken, it's
Yep.
not English.
Oh, I know. It's not. I know I don't speak
is-
English.
Yeah, español, por favor. Spanish, please.
Oh, see.
Place, por favor.
No hable. How's that? I guess that in itself. Wait a minute. I'm covering Brian's face. Sorry about that.
If you're talking about yourself, though.
Did I know this is off topic, but I mean, did y'all ever figure out a real solution to the issue of when somebody's sharing their audio, just the audio, you're not being able to stop it, other than someone else screen sharing?
You lost me.
I think I remember. Okay, so Brian, share your screen as long as it's family friendly. I don't care what it is.
Uh,
I figured you'd be the easiest go-to person. You would have something geared up, ready to go.
no. I was looking at the pictures of Niels Bohr in that group photo.
Waiting room stops it. Wintermute is saying that the waiting room stops it. I think
But
the
I mean,
short
if you
answer is
don't-
yes, we figured it out, and the long answer is we'll test it tonight later on in the wee hours of the morning.
But what I mean is, if you don't want to put someone in the waiting room, and if you don't have to have someone else share the screen.
Well, as soon as Brian starts sharing his screen, then I will demonstrate how that can go away. Actually,
Oh, you're still waiting on me?
Take your time.
Okay.
We still have a minute and some odd seconds to go. Okay, so, oh yeah, the remake of that. So Brian's sharing his screen, and let me set it up so it goes out to everybody, which is just a simple click of the OBS, and here in a second it's going to finally catch up, and sometime today would be good. Really?
It's caught up.
Yeah, somehow I didn't. So now I go up here to the top. I click on viewing options, and I can click on stop participant sharing screen, and that happens. Now we'll do audio later tonight to see, but I'm sure one way or the other we will figure it out. And with that, I'm going to end the show. It is now 10:30. I want to thank everyone on YouTube with the generic. Thank you so much. Thank you again, Tony, for the $1.99 contribution to the channel and the community. I appreciate it. Thank you, Rich. Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Sam, Williamson, Jeff, Brian, Jeff Pearl, Alex Cheek, Jose, Photomix Media, Chris, and Max. If you'd like to join us, the email's on the screen. I'm not going to read it because it's over there. Good night. See you
You
tomorrow.
mean I waited all day for 30 minutes?
Just for you, we'll go an extra 7 seconds.
I'll be back.
I lost count. There will be a Daily Da Vinci tomorrow, Doug.
I'll be sleeping.
You're the main guest. You can't be sleeping.
Well, Brian,
Did you
if you'll
forget
be
already?
and I'd be Mozart.